Hi, my name is Dipesh Patel and I'm the owner of iTry Opticians. We're based in Beaumont Circle in Harrow and we've been running for about 6 years successfully now. We started off as a new practice which basically started from scratch and we've literally gone through leaps and bounds and today proud to be a successful business. We've had a lot of support from Harrow as a local borough, where we've basically been able to get mentoring services from the likes of Harrow Business, Business Link, and been able to sort of go out there and actually create a business. And iTry Opticians started in 2007 with 0 customers in a parade of shops, which was very, very quiet. So the question was it going to work? We'd spent a fortune doing the place up. It used to be a run-down, derelict property before, and the question was that all this investment, are we going to get the customer flow? Are we going to actually make it a success? Today it's our 6th year running. We have a huge customer base now. We have many families and sort of who come over to us, and as a local area, there is that sense of community, and I2I has firmly put its foot in the ground and said we're here to stay. We've seen a growth from 0 to like 5,000, over 5,000 customers on our database, and that only happens if you're going to get the referrals, the recommendations, and yes, you have to do some marketing to it. And we've done many events, like we do Christmas parties in the shop, we've done Halloween parties for kids, it's brought in the parents, it's brought the kids in, and the kids talk about it at school, and you've got to work with the local community, the local area, and that's been a driving force for us, to be honest. It's something that you've got to go out there and integrate in the community, because you're a newcomer, and you've got to show that there is a value. We don't treat I2I as we're not here just for the sales or anything like that. Sales are important, yes, to make your business grow, but at the end of the day, we're more of a service business. We tend to focus anything more than anything else on the service side of it, and once customers get the service, they'll come, and they do come. If you build it, they'll come. That's the saying. So and we're still looking at growth in the years to come. Growth is the life and blood of any business. If you're not growing, you're standing still. If you're standing still, you can go backwards, and that is the most vital thing, that you've got to keep looking at it and saying, no, this can grow, it's got to grow, and that's the only way to go forward. There is no going back, basically. And if you've taken a vow to do your own business, it's something that you've got to actually go out there and just do whatever it takes to get out there. When you see other competitors sort of either standing still, and you know that there is enough out there that you can do, things like marketing advice and so on, it's something that you can actually go out there and actually push forward on ideas that you've carried for years, that that you can actually put into place. Go out there and just do it. And yes, you have to look at the environment. If there is a potential out there, it's there. It's there for you to take. Don't think about it. Just go out there and get it. Top 3 tips that I would suggest, that would be, go out there. If competition is always going to be there, no matter what you do. You've got to go out there and say, well, okay, they're going to be there anyway. Let's just go out there and just compete. I mean, you can basically see what they're doing, copy what they're doing, but improve on what they're doing. So, as far as any business goes, you've got to basically look at the competition. Number 2, you've got to go out there and give the best you can for your customers. Those customers who've decided to walk into your premises or use your services, you've got to give them 110%, because if you don't give that, those customers have just been neglected, basically. And in the long run, it's going to affect you as a business owner. So that's very, very important. You've got to focus on your customers and focus on the business. The business itself is what you decided to go into. You know, it was something that you decided that I want my own business. Well, focus on it. The most important point 3 is you've got to get advice from network groups, from Business Link, from Harrow in Business. Harrow has the most effective business advisors out there. There are plenty of support groups out there. Please use them and learn from those things. It's free advice. You don't have to pay fortunes on it. There's a lot of free advice out there as well. And you just basically got to go and get the advice before you decide to go out there and just do this. Running a business in Harrow and the experience we've had in Belmont Circle, as a parade of shops, it's not the most heavily. The traffic flow is not as heavy in Belmont Circle, and yet we still decided to open up shop in Belmont Circle. To be honest, today, we have over 5,000 customers registered. Amazing, considering the foot flow is just not there. So you don't need to be in a shifty, high-end high street. You can be anywhere. As long as you are there to drive the business, then you're able to achieve the results. Belmont Circle, it's always been a quieter sort of area. However, lately we're seeing a massive influx of foot flow. People are walking around, they're actually shopping in Belmont Circle, and a lot of the retailers are doing well now. So, as an area, it's coming up. And it's only because the businesses decided, no, we're going to go out there and we're going to drive this now. I wish I'd known at the start, before venturing out into business, was the basics: how, when, what, and why about the businesses. So you need to understand everything from finance to marketing to accounting. Everything. You've got to know the whole principle of business before you go out there. The only reason why is because you're not really going to be able to achieve the results that you want unless you've done your research and know where to actually start off from. So, do you know what? If you're going to go into business, don't think about it. Go out there and do it. Aim as high as you can, because anything is possible. There is no kind of ifs or buts or whys. The more you think about it, the less likely you are to succeed in this. So if you actually want to go out there and start your own business, go for it. But before you do anything, you've got to do your research. You've got to get advice. You've got to get help. There's no impossibility. Everything's possible.